welcome to Taiju's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make soufflé pancake. So like the previous two videos of the Japanese sweets, of pudding and fruit sando, neither soufflé nor pancake are Japanese. But as much as I know, it was somebody in Japan that had an idea of combining these two. But in the last 10 years or so, it just got more popular outside Japan. I've known about this for a while now also, but didn't think too much of it. But recently I just kind of have more interest in the sweets, so I gave it a try and it was actually very easy and very delicious. So I hope you enjoyed the video and also maybe something to try out in the future. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for soufflé pancake. No special ingredients: an egg, milk, regular sugar, all-purpose flour, baking powder, and just lemon. If you don't have lemon, you can just use any kind of vinegar. Now let's get into it. So as the first thing, I'm going to separate the egg yolk and the egg white. So to do that, I can use some gadget, but you don't really need those. You can easily do it with an eggshell. So to do that, you want to crack the egg in half. To do it, you want to kind of smash it a little bit harder than usual. And then you want to try to separate this in half like this, and then don't open all the way, just like this, slightly. And then you'll see the egg white is already pouring like this. And then you're gonna let it run like this for a little bit. And then you wanna put the egg yolk on one of the side. And you wanna try to put the egg yolk on the other side of the shell. And as you do that, you wanna try to get rid of the egg white as much as possible, like this. And as you do this a couple times, you'll be able to get rid of the egg white. And then just do this a couple times like this. They're quite easy, you can separate them. And then in the egg white, you usually have these things like this. You might want to get rid of these so that you have good texture, but if you don't really care, then it's also fine. You can just leave them also. Then we're going to put the egg white to the side. Then we're going to measure in the rest of the ingredients in the egg yolk. So as the first thing, I'm going to put in 10 grams of whole milk, which is about 2 teaspoons. Just like that. Then here about 1 gram of baking powder. Just like that. Then here about 15 grams of all-purpose flour, which is about 1.5 tablespoons. And of course you don't want clumps, so I'm going to use a strainer like this. And a half. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna mix these together. Then that's done for that. Then the next thing, we're gonna mix the egg white. Then here I'm gonna measure in 10 grams of sugar, which is about 2 teaspoons. Okay, perfect. Then using a hand mixer, we're going to mix this. So as this has been mixed halfway through, I'm gonna put in about half teaspoon of lemon juice or half teaspoon of vinegar. And don't worry, this is not gonna make the pancake sour because the amount of lemon juice is so little. So basically this is an effect that soufflé doesn't shrink when it cools down. Then we're gonna mix it in again. So for this recipe, you wanna mix the egg white really hard. So when you scoop it and you put it upside down, it doesn't fall down like this. So then we're gonna mix it in with the egg yolk. To do that, I'm gonna put in a scoop like this, and then put it into the egg yolk mixture, like this. And you wanna try to make this in like this. So as this is mixed thoroughly, I'm gonna put this mixture of the egg white. So then we're gonna mix this in. So then this is finished with the dough. We're gonna fry this. For this recipe, it's better to use a non-stick frying pan like this. Then here I'm gonna put in some frying oil, just about a teaspoon. Then spread it around using a paper towel. And we're gonna put in here the dough while the frying pan is still cold. Take any spoon and then take about a spoonful like this and drop it like this and try to make it as round as possible like this. Just like this. And then we're going to turn the heat to the lowest setting you have. So with this, I'm going to turn it as low as possible, just like this. And then put the lid on. So for this, it's very important to time it exactly 3 minutes. And then we're gonna wait like this. So 3 minutes has passed. Then we're gonna put in here the rest of the dough. And then we're gonna put the lid on and start the timer for another 3 minutes. So you don't necessarily have to do it in 2 batches. This is just a technique to make it higher so you have a little more fluffier texture. You can just do it in 1 batch and then in that case, just time for 6 minutes. So 3 more minutes has passed. Then we're gonna flip this. So this is very soft, so please be careful. Oh yeah, this looks pretty good. Then we're gonna put the lid on and then set the time for another 3 minutes. Oh, this is looking really great. Then we're gonna turn the heat off. Then we're gonna put this on a plate. Then as a decoration, we'll put some strawberries, blueberries, a little whipped cream. Then this is finished. Let's eat. Let's eat. Itadakimasu. Oh, this looks so good. Itadakimasu. Oh, so good. Itadakimasu. Oh, this is so good. It's so fluffy, it just melts in your mouth. So delicious. And the combination with the whipped cream and also those strawberries is just so perfect. Oh, that was so delicious. It was so satisfying. ごちそうさまでした. Oh, this is so good, so delicious. So as you saw, making this souffle pancake is actually not that very difficult. It looks just so fancy, so it's more of a mental hurdle you might have to go over. But when you do it yourself, it's actually quite very easy. This takes no more than like 20-30 minutes or so. Yes, it did actually take me several tries to get it really right. My first attempt was quite miserable. But as long as you follow the following 3 things, I'll guarantee you the success. First, beat the egg white very firmly. It's very important that you have a firm egg white. Second, have the very lowest heat setting. And the third, make sure you have that 3 minutes or 6 minutes and 3 minutes. Because you heat it a little bit too strongly or a bit longer, then it'll puff up a bit too much. And then when you open it, it'll shrink and then you have a flat pancake, which is still gonna taste okay. It's just like a regular pancake. But if you wanna get that airy, fluffy pancake, just make sure that you follow these 3 things. If you enjoyed what you saw, I'd love it if you hit the like button for me. And if you see more of these videos, please subscribe. And if you have any requests or feedback or any questions, please feel free to write anything in the comments below. Otherwise, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.